What up, everyone? So today I finished Batman Caped Crusader, and in this video I'm going to give you all my thoughts. Now, for those that are unaware, Batman Caped Crusader is a new animated series featuring Batman that premiered on Amazon Prime. And the first season does consist of 10 episodes. And I will start this review by saying that for the most part, I really enjoyed the show. Now, for those unaware, J.J. Abrams and Matt Reeves both have executive producing credits on this series, and Bruce Timm, who is legendary for his work on Batman the Animated Series and other animated series as well, also returns to provide work for Batman Caped Crusader. And of course, starting out with the animation, guys and girls and everyone listening, I will say that DC usually always kills it in a good or great way when it comes to their animated projects. And again, Batman Caped Crusader is another prime example of them doing a good or great thing. As a matter of fact, like I said, I really enjoyed it. I think that with the animation, for the most part, it's really, really good. I think that there were certain shots and certain aspects of the animation that certainly could have been done better and could have been more defined. However, overall, I still feel like that the animation itself was really good. In terms of other things I like, I mean, overall, this series is really good. My favorite episodes were the second episode, the 8th episode, and the 9th episode. So be on the lookout for those if you decide to check out the series. Hamish Linklater, who was, for me, famous from Midnight Mass. He played the preacher in Midnight Mass. He voices Batman in this series, and I think he did a really good job. Obviously, we all love Kevin Conroy, who unfortunately passed a while ago. Rest in peace to him. He's a legend for his voice acting as Batman. But Hamish Linklater actually did a really good job voicing Batman in this series, I feel. Now, in regards to how well does the series portray Batman as the detective, the world's greatest detective as we all know him to be, I feel like it did a pretty good job with that aspect as well. There were times where I feel like they could have gone a bit further in a bit more detail, and it does bum me out a bit that we didn't get to see all of Batman's cool things and cool gadgets. But again, this is only the first season of Batman Caped Crusader, and I'm sure they'll expand upon it should there be a season 2, and it likely will be. In regards to the supporting cast and the story itself for season 1 of Batman Caped Crusader, of course you do see some familiar faces from Batman's rogues gallery, and you also see some familiar supporting characters when it comes to Batman as well on this season of Batman Caped Crusader. But there are also some notable changes as well that they decided to go with in this season of Batman Caped Crusader. And it's interesting to see some of the changes, and I'm interested to see the reaction to some of the changes as well. I'm sure most people won't mind them, as I didn't necessarily mind them. I just went along with it. But I'm curious to see how some people react to some of those changes as well. One thing I like that the show did that reminded me of the 90s series as well, like, yes, of course you want to see Batman throw down with thugs. Of course you want to see Batman be the world's greatest detective and see him do some detective work. Of course you want to see him use his batarangs and, his grappling hook, of course. But there are some personal moments as well that we've seen in Batman in the past, particularly, as I said again, the 90s animated series. You do get some personal moments in this season 1 of Caped Crusader, and I'm glad that they decided to do that because it's nice to see Batman have personal moments aside from just kicking ass and throwing thugs into walls and interrogating people and using his grappling hook and being intimidating in order to get criminals where they need to be. All in all and overall, I really enjoyed the series. Like I said earlier, DC usually always kills it with their animated stuff, whether it's movies or shows. This is another fantastic addition to the animated side of DC, and I think that season 1 of Batman Caped Crusader is definitely worth your time and definitely worth watching.